Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of The Suited Shootist, and gonna do another little gear chat here today. So when I was at the NRA annual meeting, I swung by the Surefire booth, and I got a chance to actually put hands on one of the Stiletto Pros. Now this light has been out for a while, so you know, I'm sure some of you are already familiar with it, but I was curious as to why there are some folks in my circles who prefer carrying the Stiletto over some of the more higher output options like the Modlites and stuff like that. So handled one, got to play around with it a little bit, and what I realized is that there are two sort of form factor reasons and one performance reason why situationally the Stiletto might actually be the preferred option. And I'm going to go into them real quick because I've got both of them here. And I mean, size-wise, there's not necessarily a huge distinction between them. But the distinctions that do exist are very pertinent. The first one is going to be the fact that the Stiletto is thinner in its profile, and there's kind of two advantages to that. The first being that it doesn't bulge the pocket that it's in, or the waistband that it's in, nearly as much as the equivalent Modlite. Which, especially if you are wearing more fitted clothing, can certainly be a fairly important element. The other part of it is because it is slimmer and lower profile, that means that the fabric is not pulling as tightly across the profile of the light itself. So also critically important. But it's also much smoother, and that's really the major part of the equation, because the bezel here on the Modlite is still a relatively strong right angle, and so as such it can wear holes in thinner clothing. So that's the other sort of function, form factor. When it comes to function, the Stiletto is less output. Why would somebody want a light with less output in terms of both lumen and candela? This was something that came up in the NPE class that I took with Cecil Burch, Chuck Haggard, and Darryl Bolke. If you are using a flashlight for muck purposes, managing unknown contacts, you're effectively using it as a force tool. Well, the problem is, if you're using it as a force tool, if you are hitting somebody with a light and it's that much light, they may take umbrage to that, and there is a risk that it might actually escalate things. So just some food for thought on that. You know, if you're shining a light in somebody's eyes, that can be taken as an aggressive act. So bear that in mind when you're selecting these tools, because the wrong people will take offense to that and then feel compelled to correct the affront. So let me know what you think. I'm going to put the specs up as well on both of these, so check them out. Do you carry one of these two lights? I want to hear it down in the comments. Are you carrying something different? I want to hear that too. Check out the Facebook group and subscribe to the Patreon as well if you haven't. Really appreciate all the support. Hope everybody has a fantastic week. Stay dangerous and stay sharp.